You are listening to the Earplug Podcast Network, a Fanboys Inc. production.
Can you dig it, nigga, sucker? Ooh, yeah!
We boo you because you're both a couple of world-class international a-holes.
Welcome to the Faces and Heels podcast, and we're coast to coast like Shane McMahon. We've got Lewis Perry, me, Jack Purcell on the East Coast. We're going to be bringing in Travis Moody from the West Coast. We're talking Double or Nothing on the West Coast. We're talking Pro Wrestling Grind on the East Coast. And Lewis has got his hand up. Lewis, do you have a question? Lewis, third row.
What coast am I on?
You're East Coast, yo.
Oh, all right. I'm just wondering because you said you're on the East Coast. I was just wondering what coast I'm on. You get me all confused.
Hey, sorry, man.
Because I'm the champion. You're not. That's it.
For now. Only for now. That's temporary.
What do you mean for now? All right. Whatever. Dude, we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. I mean, we got AEW this Sunday night that you're not going to be hanging out with me, so I'm going to have to watch it. We got comments coming in already. Look at
Axel,
this.
it's happening.
And Axel, hey, big brother, what's going on? Axel's in the house. Hey, did Axel come hang out with you? That's what I was wondering. No, boy, you were ditched. Wow, because I didn't go. Because anyway,
Hey, not the first time, not the last.
Yeah, I know. We got a lot of things to talk about. Sasha and Naomi suspended indefinitely. I mean, we spent a whole night talking about that last week, and that's just insane for them. I mean, they should have just learned their lesson. We got, of course, Double or Nothing this Sunday. I'm looking forward to it. I want to get your thoughts on who's going to win and what's going to happen. And then we got independent shows coming up. We got Pro Wrestling Grind this Friday night. We got the Blitzkrieg Luau coming up. So I'm going to let you handle the rates. And then we got a personal appearance. I'm double billed. You're double billed as well. As an artist and a podcaster. I'm double billed as two different podcasters this Sunday, and I'll let you talk about that because this is your time to shine. I'm just here for good looks and being myself, and I'll let you talk. Go.
Yeah, we are going to be appearing in Greenfield, Massachusetts, where one of our public access channels is across the street. Hopefully they're going to come over and
join
in the festivities. But we're
Felipe is going to be there.
Yeah, we're going to be in Greenfield, Mass at the Western Mass Comic Show. So it's my first time attending. Lewis is going to be wandering like a nomad. I am going to be hanging, and I have my location posted on social media. So make sure you come see me. I am going to be up on, I guess, the lower floor. I'll be surrounded by some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle artists, Transformers artists. It's going to be awesome. So we got a really cool group of people up there, and there's going to be a whole separate second floor of additional artists and vendors. It should be a blast. I hear there's going to be some good tacos as well. So, I haven't experienced it myself yet, but the Western Mass Comic Show from 10 to 4 on Sunday, May 29th. I will be there. Lewis Perry will be there. Watch your back. If you feel someone coming up behind you and laying in a chop, might be him.
It might be. The Hawks and Reed Center in Greenfield, Massachusetts. This is a great show. Angry Geeks has covered it for the past 4 years. for 4 years, 3 years, we've done the cosplay contest there. Jamie and I were actually interviewed for and I know this is Faces and Heels, excuse me, but I just want to push this show, push our appearance there. Local newspaper called up, interviewed us, and actually the local news television also did it too. Not public access, but it's just a blast, man. Come there. I think it's $5 admission. A lot of vendors, lots of artists, great artists such as Jag, Tim Lawson from the Ninja Turtles, and it's a good time. You want to get comics? I believe Holy Moly's Angry Geeks Approved Comic Book Shop. They had a booth last year, so don't quote me if they're going to have a booth this year. But I know they had a booth last year. You can get some deals if you're a comic book or a toy collector. I know His and Hers Comics, Angry Geeks Approved in Greenfield. They're going to have a booth there. Amazing Comics, the owner Kit Henry, he's going to have a booth there. I mean, dude, just go there, have some fun. But where Jack is going to be, I guarantee you, Jack's going to be hungry because they cook food right there. There's like a little bar, like a little bistro. You're going to walk in there, they do cook food, and it does smell good, I can tell you that. But you're going to have a blast. So this Sunday, 10 to 4, Greenfield, Massachusetts. Come on down, just have a blast. I will be there on loan from Alternate Reality Entertainment, so I'll be pushing all of their great shows, Colorado Springs Comic Con and Rhode Island Comic Con, and the anniversary show, 10 years. So just come on. If you see me, you want to ask me any type of questions about podcasting or being on public access television, just give me ask a question. I'll answer it best of my knowledge, which is zero, and I will do all I can. And shut up, Jack. And if you want to get a picture with Jack or a commission, come over there and see that. And yeah, Axel, probably, maybe, yes, come on up, brother. Come on up and have some fun, and we'll just have a blast this Sunday.
Also,
Jack,
keep in mind that the Double or Nothing pay-per-view, which we're going to be digging into the 10 matches a little bit later, is happening later that evening. So if you are coming to see us at the Western Mass Comic Show, make sure you're ready to give us your predictions for CM Punk against Hangman Page, etc., and we'll talk all.
Maybe we should have a contest. If they go to the show and they match our predictions or beat our predictions, maybe we'll have a giveaway. Maybe we could do something. Maybe a T-shirt. Maybe something. Maybe we should start doing that with some pay-per-views and some of our listeners and some of our viewers. What do you think?
This? How about this? I have a better idea. How about a one-of-a-kind piece of artwork, a headshot of your favorite pro wrestler? If you can get the predictions at a higher percentage of correct predictions than Lewis and I do. How about that? Does that make sense? We got 10
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. But you have to go to the Western Mass Comic Book Show and give us the predictions. How about that? For this first contest. There you go. Look, I just thought of this right now.
Unbelievable,
Wow.
man. Unbelievable.
I know. Fountain of useless information. That's what Rose says.
Yeah.
I know.
Well,
I
say
am
it
insane.
too. No,
I
in
am
the best
insane.
of ways. In the best of ways. But we should also talk about, because it is a big weekend. Before we even get to the Western Mass Comic Show, we've got a big pro wrestling show locally in East Hampton, Massachusetts, which is about a half hour from where we're going to be on Sunday. Our friends over at Pro Wrestling Grind are having a show on my son's 15th birthday in East Hampton, Massachusetts.
They're having it for your son's birthday?
Not really, but it's on the same day.
Okay.
I can't really say it's for his birthday. And Marcy says, nice way to add to my collection. Hi, guys.
Oh, I thought you were saying nice way to show off my collection, Marcy.
Well, maybe Marcy's going to sneak in and grab your Beta Ray Bill.
Axel!
What's that gonna hit?
I know. Okay, so go on. Continue up because our guest is backstage.
We got 7 matches, so I'll go through them quick because it's some people that you're going to know from across the country, as many of our listeners aren't local or from all over. But for New England people, you're going to know all these names. So Logan Black is going to fight Manders. Manders was just a couple weeks in a row over at Beyond Wrestling in Worcester, Massachusetts. So that'll be a big match. There'll be a big hoss match there. Travis Huckabee, who is returning, is taking on another former guest of ours, the Rabid Honey Badger Ryan Mooney. That's going to be
Good. That's going to be a banger.
Banger written all over that one. So we're also going to see a trios match, which I'm a fan of. We've got the Saito brothers and Jay Freddy on one side, and that's going to be the last time we see them around for a little while. And they're going up against the Shook crew. And I'm sorry to say that I don't know who the third member is for this, but I do know it's Bobby Orlando and the new Creator Pro champion, Bryce Donovan.
Well, they had a video. Bryce and Bobby Orlando had a video, and they did pick somebody.
They did.
But it went. I don't know now because I can't think of it. But they were on the phone. If you go to Pro Wrestling Grind, you go to their website, go to their Facebook page, you will see the video I'm talking about where they do have their tag team partner.
They do, and I'm sorry I'm being absent-minded, and I've forgotten who it is.
Me
just
too.
A name I wasn't familiar with, so my apologies. But I am familiar with Willow Nightingale. And she's appeared all over the place. People have seen her on AEW. She was up against Delmi Exo in her last appearance at Pro Wrestling Grind. She's going to be taking on Brooke Valentine in what should be a really competitive match.
I asked Willow if she liked my shirt and the material it was made out of.
Boyfriend material.
Yeah.
And then O'Shea Edwards is going to be back. You've seen him in Ring of Honor. You've seen him all over. And he's going to be back to face Perry Von Vicious. PVD.
The human monster truck.
Will he run over O'Shea Edwards? We don't know. We're going to have to show up Friday night and find out. But we've got a few debuts because Brooke Valentine's debuting at Pro Wrestling Grind, but also Derek Neal's debuting, and he's going to be taking on the one and only Rip Bison.
He did.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough one. Rough night. There's going to be some, meat slapping, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely. Once that music hits, he's pretty much dead.
Yeah. and Delmi Exo is taking on Jody Threat, and you've probably seen Jody Threat on Impact, and this is her debut at Pro Wrestling Grind as well. So we got a lot of new faces at the Grind.
It's going to be definitely a major card. So head on out to East Hampton. It's going to be Pro Wrestling Grind is a great card. It's a great venue. Go on out there, watch it. It not only is it Faces and Heels approved, it's definitely Angry Geeks approved. Go out there, tell them you heard it here on Faces and Heels. Tell them that Jack sent you. Tell them that Lewis sent you. You're gonna have a blast. It's the most bang for your buck.
It's very reminiscent of like Ring of Honor type stuff as well.
Yeah, definitely.
You'll see a lot of sportsmanship, a lot of handshakes. There's intense matches, and sometimes the rules get bent and broken, but at the end of the day, you'll see a handshake.
Absolutely.
All right, Lewis, can I introduce our guest?
Yes, because he's fallen asleep in the back.
Oh, well, we don't want that. This guy's a busy guy. He's on the West Coast. Our guest is originally from Massachusetts, a Boston guy. Some of you already know him, so it's not going to be a big mystery when I introduce him. But we have got from the West Coast, Travis Moody.
I told you he was sleeping.
Travis, wake up. Travis.
What?
GTS, baby. See you. What's up, guys?
What's up, dude? I haven't seen you in like forever, ever.
Dude, that background got me shook. Look at
I know. I mean, it's been like forever since you and I even talk, man. This is only part of the geek layer. I mean, you also got that side, upstairs, and Rose is getting mad because it's like coming out of the layer as well. So, how have you been, man? I mean, we used to interact on Facebook, but I mean, you blew up. So
well, you took COVID off from me.
So how have you been though? Seriously, we have been interacting for some time, and then things just happened, and we kind of like I don't want to say drifted apart, but I know the video game, the Geekcast, that started hitting big time for you, and just things just blah.
Well, I'm hoping
like tonight when Jack said, "Hey, Travis Moody's going to be on," I said, "Are we even still friends?" Because you have to go through that list. Like 5,000 people is a lot of people to look through. I'm like, "Oh yeah, we are. Look at that."
Yeah, I had to knock it down to like 477. So
I know that's what I had to do. I was like, "Yeah. Well, I'll keep Jack and I'll keep going down."
Yeah, Jack. thanks for having me on. Being patient. I know we tried another time and I couldn't do it. So thanks so much. Appreciate
You got
it.
a lot of good reasons to be busy, and we totally understand busy schedules. And geeks have game. We have to understand that.
Pretty wild. Look at that, Mr. Geeks Have Game. This is
nice.
dude. I'm jealous because I do a toy kind of mood right now. We're just, we've done like a year and using Zoom, and this is much nicer. I'm gonna have to copy this setup. This is beautiful. I like what you guys are doing, man. Thank
Dude,
you.
I tried to get you on Angry Geeks for a while too, and it was just really hard. So I was like,
angry
screw it.
enough. I wasn't angry.
I know. I was
enough,
like,
I am pissed off right now. Because, you know why? Because you guys are
Why?
talking about a PWG, and it's not the real PWG, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla LA, baby.
oh.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because I was going to mention that you get really, as far as I'm concerned, an embarrassment of riches on your coast right now, because PWG, the shows that you're going to are insane. I mean, you got a lot of guys like Daniel Garcia, JD Drake, Wheeler Yuta. I mean, you're seeing mega matches down there.
You guys want to go over the card? I got it right in
Yeah.
front of me.
Yeah.
Do it.
So tickets, I think, go on sale. They're being nice. Usually when they when Super Dragon announces the tickets, they're usually like the following Tuesday, and everyone's like trying to scramble to get like $100. But yeah, they're not till like, I think June 3rd. They can Google it. But the card, I believe, is the 6th. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. Oh no, the show is the 3rd, but the tickets will be. Let's see, tickets go on the sale July 3rd, 19 PWG. Tickets go on sale June 6th. So this is downtown LA at the Globe Theater. So I got to talk about my local wrestling too, right?
Yeah, go ahead,
big
man.
time, big time.
This is your time. Go ahead.
Hey, the main event, like you mentioned, Jack, Daniel Garcia, AEW. He's part of the Travis Moody Appreciation Society, because he gave me a spot when I was in the crowd. I'll be wearing his T-shirt at Dynamite this Wednesday.
Nice.
He's going up against. He just beat Bandito for the title because he won Bola.
Right.
For those who are not up on indie wrestling, Daniel Garcia won Bola, and then he's going against Kanasuke Takeshita, as Excalibur says. So I don't know if you've been watching him on Rampage and Dynamite, but he's killing it. Didn't he just have a crazy match with, like, who was it? Was it CM Punk or Daniel Bryan? Who did
he had a few matches. There were a couple of them.
Yeah, he did. I know the last match with Daniel Bryanson was that tag team match against the the two kids.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Daniel Bryan, his leg got trapped. But I think the match you're talking about was against CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
That's
it was against CM Punk, and then his debut was Jay Lethal, and then he was in that tag with Wheeler Yuta and Moxley as well. But that's going to be a crazy match. Like,
big time.
Now that Takeshita from DDT Pro is way over with America right now with Dynamite, he's gonna lit it up. I don't think he's not gonna win the title from Daniel Garcia, who just won it. So I bet it'll be a banger for sure. To quote Lewis, a banger.
A banger.
All right, more AEW guys. Ready? Kings of the Black Throne. You know who that is? Malachi Black and Brody King. So the House of Black against Aussie Open. Are you guys familiar with them? Mark Davis and Kyle Fletcher?
No, I don't know that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they were like in Evolve and OTT and what was the other one? Not Pride. Begins with a P. Like the ones that WWE bought and they're on the
Progress.
Progress. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So they're veterans of that. Excellent tag team. That's for the tag team championships. And they haven't done anything with the tag titles in so long in PWG because of Bola, first of all, being a tournament. And then second, the guys are in AEW. So it's hard to book them. So that'll be good. And then are you guys familiar with, please tell me, Speedball Mike Bailey?
I met Speedball Mike Bailey, and he turned me on to this comic book, pro wrestling comic book. Yeah, absolutely. Super nice dude. And as a matter of fact, just drew him on one of my recent prints for Blitzkrieg Pro.
I think, did you share that on Instagram or Facebook or something?
I might have. I usually just show little excerpts there. All my work can be seen.
I leaked it, Travis. That's what it was.
One of
He
these
texts me. I'm like, I just start leaking all jack
What
shit.
a
No.
jerk. Wow, you got to deal with this guy all the time.
Travis, one of these days I'm going to get a full sentence out, but I show the entire piece on Patreon only, so you
Okay.
might have seen a little detail, but yeah, I probably showed some of it.
Well, I'm wondering if Speedball, actually, not to joke, but if he leaked it, because he just shared a piece of art of him lately, and I just kind of saw it really quickly, so I don't know if that was it or not.
Speedball.
I don't know. Didn't want to throw him under the bus, but he's going against a guy everyone knows, Buddy, aka Murphy from WWE.
Right,
NXT.
Nice.
205 Live. So he's also in the House of Black. Jonathan Gresham versus Davey Richards, a couple of veterans, Ring of Honor.
Insane.
Impact
That'll
dudes.
be an insane
That's
match.
a workers match. You like work rate, high work rate, a lot of mat wrestling, and yeah, that'll be great. So this is crazy. The first women's match in PWG in 10 years.
Nice.
Yuka Sakazaki, you remember from AEW? She did a little bit of dark, a little bit. She's trying to get that whole like crazy entrance, and then she's going against. I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me with this. Masha Slamovich.
Yeah, I just had her on the same piece with Speedball. She was just at a show against MV Young. She had a really physical match against him. But yeah, she's awesome. Hard hitting.
Okay, good. So I'm in for a treat then.
Big time. Yeah, she's on Impact quite a bit.
Awesome. Okay, cool. And then the other one is Jonah. Of course, we all know him from NXT against Kevin Blackwood, who's kind of a PWG regular right now. He's did some GCW stuff.
Big size difference.
Yep, big time. So that'll be interesting. And then it looks like the opener, Aramis, very talented. He's kind of the guy, the lucha guy that they're going to mold in PWG now that they kind of had, who is it, like Dragon Lee. We've seen Dragon Lee. Of course, we've seen Bandito. Yep. We've seen Flamita. We've seen Rey Horus. So now that those guys are kind of moving on to, bigger pastures, Aramis, I think, is the next one. And then he goes against Shane Hayes from TMDK. Another NXT dude. Yeah.
Nice.
He just tagged with, what was his partner? Mike. It was on New Japan. They're reunited with Jonah, actually, on New Japan Strong.
I wish I could tell you I'm as familiar as I should be.
You remember that tag team, though, in NXT? The TMDK. Yeah. So, yeah, that's 19. That's PWG 19. So
that's fantastic.
Very exciting.
Now, is that going to be for us down here? Is that going to be on Fight TV, or is it going to be?
Unfortunately, Super Dragon's stuck in the Stone Age, and you got to buy a Blu-ray and then get it shipped out to you 6 months later after you already know who wins.
Damn.
Every comment on the PWG feed is like, "When are you guys going to get a streaming service?" Like, you guys have been asking for 9 years. It's not happening. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I wonder what the resistance is to that. I mean, there's IWTV, Fight TV. There's so many options that, maybe it doesn't serve them well for some reason. I don't know.
And I mean, we have WrestleMania next year here in LA. So I'm like, is PWG going to run? And the answer is probably not. Like, you'd think they would, right? WrestleMania weekend is the big independent weekend across everywhere, but especially wherever Mania is. But they're like the anti, that whole thing.
Yeah, they could even run like the week before for all the real hardcore fans who show up early. They don't even need to do the WrestleMania weekend.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's phenomenal, though, because, I love the logo of their company. I love the performers they get. I'm super psyched that you're going to be there. Hopefully, you're going to take some pictures and share them with us, because that is going to be a killer show.
Yeah. Actually, I'm one of the few people who actually reviews their shows, because if you think about it, there's only like 400 people who go.
Yeah.
And then I think pre-COVID, there was like SoCal Uncensored and a couple other sites, but ever since I've been going, since we've come back, I think I'm the only guy who just throws reviews on Facebook. So follow me at Travis Moody if you want a review of the show, because sometimes I throw it on Geeks Have Game if I have time to throw the photos up, but there's not too many reviews. It's such a cult thing. It's not streamed. It's just I haven't missed a show since 2018.
That's impressive.
Oh yeah. February 2018. So yeah, it's awesome.
So can I share an embarrassing fact with you before we go any further?
Please.
I just finished watching Peacemaker an hour ago.
That's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing. What took me so long?
Why the hell would you even bring that up now?
Because John Cena is a wrestler. And Travis, do you know what Travis does? We see Travis on screen Travis?
Yeah,
This is me in disgust at what you just said.
I know. That's why I'm
I
saying,
know.
Travis. Why would you even bring? I mean, at least I would have waited till we were done and off the live stream.
I'm being vulnerable, man. Come on. Give me a break.
That's what life's all about right now. Just showing a different side of yourself.
That's right.
He does
That's
all
right.
every week. I mean, I would have just been. I wouldn't even. Damn,
That's
that
why you
was
guys
bad.
play so well off each other, you know.
Yeah, right.
That-
You got the wristbands, you got the headband. He's just like, hey man, I just
Dude,
wanna
you're lucky. Well, you see me with the cowboy hats. I hope I had the glasses on a little while ago. I was like, nah,
Yeah.
I want to take these off. Is this too much? Maybe.
There's a
much
question
today.
you don't ask often enough.
What?
Is this too
What?
much?
Yeah, I did. Hey, Joe McDonald has a
Joe says
comment.
Jack just cleared his plate for Obi-Wan and Stranger Things 4. Joe, you are reading my mind, brother. We got 2 episodes Friday night, again on my son's birthday. It's going to be a big part of the celebration.
He didn't even watch Stranger Things 2 yet. What are you talking about?
Yes, he did. No, he's totally caught
Travis
up.
showing off his Empire Strikes Back shirt.
I'm
Look
going.
at that.
I'm going to Star Wars Celebration. You want to talk Star Wars for a minute?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
please.
definitely.
Give us what you
Definitely.
got.
Oh, I just got home and this came in the mail. Remember this was like in the bargain bin at
Dengar.
Ross?
Hold on 1 second. You getting a glare? Oh, there you go. No glare.
go.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Got my window
Nice.
open. But yeah.
That's phenomenal.
But yeah. He was a bargain bin dude at Ross, and now he's an archive. He's so good. But you know, it's because he's in the comic. Shout out to Ethan Sachs. He was in the Bounty Hunters comic with Marvel, and then you know there was rumors of him going to the Book of Boba Fett and all that stuff. So they're kind of bringing back all the bounty hunters. So there's a reason for Dengar's re-release.
I love it.
How did you feel about Book of Boba Fett?
Whew. As a major,
I know this is Angry Geeks questions. It's not Faces and Heels questions, but
As a
yeah, how
major-
did you feel about it?
as a major Boba Fett fan, you know, you have bias, but then you also have expectation. So actually, I kind of just fall in the middle where I'm like, they could have been better, but I don't hate it. But they kind of salvaged it at the end by just making it the Mandalorian season 2.1 or 2.9, and then it was like, all right, let's bring in all these, you know, Jedis in here to kind of save what's going on, but the execution wasn't there. They had a lot of faith in Robert Rodriguez, and he's got a great resume. I'm a big fan of his grindhouse style, but for this, there's some things he did great and some things he didn't. So I don't know. It's okay.
All right, now let's segue back into wrestling. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Did you, like me, when you saw Mando come walking out, hear the glass shatter, and JR scream, "It's Austin! It's Austin!" Because that's what I did. The second he walked in, you know, out of that meat locker, I was like, "Oh my God!" That was like a Stone Cold Steve Austin
Oh my God, that's
moment.
amazing. Now, please tell me that someone did that. Like, or maybe you could do it. Like, I gotta get that dub now.
Maybe I can do it because
yeah, we got a thing. Let's go. Viral.
because I mean, when I was watching it, that's all I thought. The second I saw it was I heard the glass and then Mando comes walking out of that curtain. I was like, oh, "It's Austin! It's Austin!"
that was a
But yeah,
blown
I could definitely
opportunity.
do
You
it.
should have did that 7 months ago when it.
I know. You are right. Should have.
Botch Club's always doing that. If you're on Instagram and you see Botch Club, they're always doing some kid, you know, falls through a glass table in the living room and they have Stone Cold come out.
No, but I'll just do it with the Mando walking out. I mean,
right.
because
No,
that's what I thought.
Bingo. There you go.
Can I ask you questions, Lewis? So I'm looking at your background and Marvel Legends. Okay, cool. So do you follow toys vehemently, like on the Hasbro Pulse streams, or is that just from years of being a collector?
This is
owner?
from. I mean, I got my original Migos when I was a kid. I even got my original Batmobile when I was a kid, Mego Batmobile. This is like my comics. A lot of this is from when I was a kid and now. I mean, dude, I'm never growing up. You know that. This is just no. I'm irresponsible, and
You have you no other way.
I'm straight edge, okay, and everybody will tell you that. I don't drink, I don't smoke, never did nothing illegal, but I'm addicted to toys and comics, man. I mean, it's like that Whatnot app. I had to like shut it off because I was sitting there like bid, and next thing I know, I had packages. All my wife is like, Rose is like, "What did you do?" Nothing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. It was bad.
At least I had an excuse. I was in quarantine and had all the stimulus checks coming in, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I started a collection. I used to have about 10 of these things. Now I got a whole ring and all the old.
Dude, after we're done, I'll give you a tour. That's
my
nothing.
Marvel Legends setup right there. With
That's
go at the top, and then that's just the
no.
Marvel, and yeah. I mean, imagine the other.
I'll
stuff.
spin the camera when we're done. I'll spin the camera around because like it's going down the hallway now, and that's where I had to put a lot of the original artwork. And then it's up in the attic and downstairs in the basement. We redid our basement so my daughter will have a good room.
Oh,
because she wasn't taking this room.
No, hell no. Gotta keep it.
Anyway, we gotta talk wrestling.
Let's let Travis talk about Celebration. You're cutting him off.
Oh yes, no, he asked me a question.
I'm having fun, guys. It's all good. I do want to ask you: do you collect wrestling figures? That's wrestling related.
Yes. Let's see. I'm right now. I'm looking at my ultimate a lot of Macho Man stuff, of course.
Okay. Wait, hold on. What about that new NWO? I think it's going to be a Target exclusive. The NWO Macho Man that's coming out. Did you see what that? Crazy
Yeah, of course I'll get that. And anything Macho Man comes out, of course, I'll get, and anything of the Ultimate Warrior, and Drew McIntyre, of course, too. Awesome. Right now, I am looking at my wife that my wife doesn't know about, Asuka, McIntyre. 2 Macho Mans, 2 Warriors over there. My NXT.
Like right now, I'm looking at my wife, and he's looking down. I'm like, is she okay? He's looking at it.
I got a Drew over there. I got a Macho Man over there. So, and then in the bedroom, I got a whole.
Make it to the bedroom,
dude. Rose is mad at me, man. See, since you moved and we stopped interacting on Facebook, a lot of crap changed. I got one side of the bedroom, got my wrestling figures on it, and then next to my side of the bed, all my Rocky figures are on it. Then I got the whole geek layer. Upstairs in the attic has Joe McDonald said he is beyond out of control. Now, Jamie, my co-host on Angry Geeks, when we have to go on tour to a convention, she's like, I'm walking by a booth, and she's like, no, you don't need it. I'm calling Rose. Because I just want to buy everything. And she's like screaming at me, I'm calling Rose. You don't need it. And it's just insane, man. But afterwards, I'll spin the camera around. I even got a spinner in here now.
This is the newest one I just got.
Oh, that's pretty.
Nice.
So he's got hands like freaking Lady Shiva or something, but other than that, I mean, look at that hand. That's bigger than Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
But other than that, it's a beautiful, and this is not the Chase. The Chase one is like piss yellow with this, but I prefer the white with the nice, dragon kind of background.
That's
but
nice.
Yeah, this is the newest one I wanted to show off. Yep.
Very nice.
Joe McDonald says his last grab
is a 1 in 3,000 Jericho.
Yeah, Cody got what? Cody got the Sting finally. Him and Neil both grabbed the AEW Sting.
The Chase one?
Yes, they both got it off the Whatnot app. I said, did you get Dad one? They said no. I said, screw you both. I did.
I've been dying for that because I just have, if you could see, yeah, probably not, but yeah, I just got the.
No, hold it.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. You got the regular one.
I'm gonna pull it out and then they all fall, that whole thing. But yeah, that's just you can see him. So there's Sting, but it's Sting. But yeah, that's whatever. But this is the all-time great right here. Storm Collectibles.
That's fantastic.
Jushin Thunder Liger.
Yep, that's the this is my goat right here.
Yep. Very
Just
nice.
that's
That's a nice Yokozuna too.
Oh, shout out to my girl, Melly. She's probably not gonna watch a toy wrestling show, but she picked me this up at Target. She's like going to get laundry detergent. She's like, "You need anything?" I'm like, "Yep, Yokozuna."
Yeah.
So there you go.
See,
Shout out.
that's the thing. See, that's what happens. All right, it's like Rose will say, all right, she goes to the store to buy whatever, but it's like everyone's trained for me to go to the toy department. I even got Jack trained. Jack will go to the toy department and look for stuff. Do you need? They'll text me. All right, Rose will be like, "Do you need this? Do you have this? Do you have this?" And I was like, "Yep, yep, yep. Nope, nope, nope." Same thing with comics. All right, like we're like sending pictures back. Do you have this? No. Yep. No. Yep. Yep. And when Migos got re-released, Jamie was like working as a general manager of a Target, and so she was like checking her inventory. Do you need this? Yes, I do. Okay.
That's what you
And
need is an inside.
yes.
Thing
No,
going.
seriously. But that's what happened. Anyway, Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah, we can talk that. I did want to plug something, right? So
Please.
while
Yeah,
we're
go ahead. No, absolutely.
while talking wrestling figures, shout out to Ringside Collectibles John Piankowski, who was my guest on 2 shows, and so the head of Ringside Collectibles was on 2 of my shows on A Toy Kind of Mood. So go check it out. We talked. The first one was we went over WrestleMania weekend reveals with Bill McKenna from Mattel. The
Not
lead
bad.
designer. So
Okay.
there you go. So check that out if you want to see an interview with 2 of the hot shots in the wrestling figure industry. And then we just did an AEW show with Jazzware's AEW figures with John as well. So go check those out. If you just want to see a bunch of wrestling talk, new reveals. They kind of teased and hinted what's next. So yeah, go check it out.
Nice.
Toy Kind of Mood on YouTube.
Beautiful.
I'm always in a toy kind of mood. That and comics. I'm running out of room, but I don't care.
You're in a no room mood. No room.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. It's like between the camera equipment, podcasting equipment, statues, toys, and comics, for sure.
Well, you want to talk Star Wars Celebration, and we're
Yes,
talking
go.
toys. We're talking toys. Did you guys happen to see Jon Favreau is finally getting his own Star
Just
Wars?
saw that.
Paz Vizsla is because
Yeah.
he voiced. I didn't even remember. I didn't know he even voiced Paz Vizsla on The Mandalorian, but he voiced it. But now they got his head sculpt on one. It's basically a repaint, but it's a cool convention exclusive. If you want it, if you're there, try to get it. If not, you don't really need it. It's just Jon Favreau's head on a damn Mandalorian. So,
But why? Who would want Jon Favreau's head? Who would want that?
oh, well, because they are making a George Lucas Stormtrooper figure that's been delayed. It was supposed to come out this weekend. It's delayed. And then there's that Trapper Wolf from Mandalorian, which is Dave Filoni. That's an actual figure. I wish I had it with me to show you guys, but it's in the living room.
So
But,
can you order those figures online, or do you have to be at
which figure, though?
Celebration?
You mean
you
the
mentioned
Jon
a few of
Favreau?
them. Yeah, the Favreau is an exclusive to the con, right?
It is. So what's going to happen is it's $40 and it's Hasbro. So they're going to make you go through hell and back to get this thing. They're not going to make it easy. You got to wait in the line before the line before the line. Basically, you got to wait in a long ass line at the convention. That's if you even have a ticket to the convention.
Right.
Then at the Hasbro booth, then they give you a ticket with a code. Then in your own time, you go on the website, use the code to buy this toy. You don't get to even get it in hand at the convention. You got to pre-order it and probably wait for them to come up with COVID excuses for 6 or 8 months for you to get it. So good
And
luck.
then have to pray that it comes to you undamaged in the mail.
Nailed it. Let the force be with you, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude,
is the
when Mego released the Rocky figure, I was like so happy, and it came in the mail, off the card. The bubble was cracked.
You kidding me?
No, it's next to my original Migos because I was pissed. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
I couldn't believe this was Amazon today. Look at that. It's mint. MIC. Usually this thing is like in a mail. It came in a box. Usually
Yeah, well, I ended up complaining to Amazon about the Rocky figure, and they sent me another one. and it was perfect. So I was like, good. So I ended up with 2 of them. I was pissed off about the first
keep one
one.
in the card and one loose. There you go.
Yeah, that's right. And I play with it. So, no.
Okay, that's what we're doing. After this, we're gonna have Royal Rumble '99.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk, Jack. We got to talk AEW.
Yeah, let's talk
Come on,
AEW.
it's,
Yeah,
it's Sunday night.
So that's something we can all agree on, right? We're all high on AEW right now.
For sure.
So, I mean, there's a 10-match card. We got Danhausen and Hook against Smart Mark Sterling, who is suddenly pretending he's not a wrestler, even though he had a program wrestling with Cody Rhodes, 2 years ago, and he wrestled on the Indies for years. But anyway, him and Tony Nese are taking on Danhausen and Hook. I still don't understand the appeal of Hook, although I like him. It's pretty crazy, how disproportionately over he is versus what he's done. But I'm looking forward to it.
I think Hook is the reverse of The Rock. Because if you think about it, when The Rock first came in, people hated him. They booed him. Everything. And this is just backwards. That like Hook comes out, everyone's cheering for him. But it was different with The Rock. Because everyone booed him. I don't know. I don't get Hook's appeal.
So you think eventually everyone's gonna boo Hook?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. I also think it's because maybe the age. I don't know. I don't think they're going to boo Hook at all. I think that he's over so well that he's gonna be phenomenal. He's gonna be another phenom. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think he's gonna get booed unless. I always said, and this is a saying that goes back to the 70s, wrestling fans are stupid. Unless he is told to make the fans hate him, they're never going to hate him. And even if they try to make the fans hate him, they're not going to hate him. Because the guy is just so over. He's so likable. I don't understand it. I don't think the fans will ever boo him.
Can I give?
And Joe McDonald comes in.
Joe says they'll stop booing Sammy before they boo Hook, and he also says that match is just to put Hook further over.
Yeah.
Which, how can you go wrong with Danhausen?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just think that Hook is just so over that I don't think they'll ever boo him.
I think Smart Mark Sterling is going to be absent, and Tony Nese is going to be pissed off, and then just when you think it's a 2-on-1 handicap, Mark Sterling's going to come in from behind, pull the tights, and pin both Hook and Danhausen same time, and Mark Sterling's going to be the next big thing.
Whoa,
really?
That's a bold prediction.
I don't want to swear on this show. I don't know if I can.
You can. I'm not swear after that.
You guys. I'm fucking with you guys. I don't know. No, they're going to get their ass kicked and get the crowd into it, and it's going to energize the crowd. What is it, the buy-in? Yeah, they're just they're getting their popcorn and soda and beer, and they're sitting down, and they're going to want to see two guys that are super over for not even the right reasons. Kick the shit out of a manager, a guy from 205 Live, and that's it. It's just to warm everybody up.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. So, and Danhausen had one match on AEW,
seconds long.
So and Hook is just, his appeal is just, I don't know. I don't understand his appeal, to be honest with you. And is it because of his dad?
No, I think he's kind of like you look at him, he's kind of like a young Guile from Street Fighter, and he comes out and he's this kid. What is he, 19, 20?
That's
maybe?
what I'm saying. Yeah, maybe.
But we haven't seen anything like this. Like a straight up kid coming down doing Muay Thai to people and putting them out like Goldberg. It's kind of the Goldberg thing is not new. We're seeing it with Wardlow, but seeing that as a 19-year-old kid who looks like a leftover Street Fighter 7 character, it's like it's pretty cool. It really relates to like new video games.
But like you said, the Goldberg thing is, I mean, we've seen it with Wardlow, we've seen it with Asuka, so we've seen his streak before, but I don't know.
It's a new spin on it with him being like doing Muay Thai judo stuff, and he's young and he doesn't give a shit and he doesn't talk. I think it's cool. It's something new with that whole trope that we're talking about, the Goldberg trope. It's a new spin on it, I think, and that's what Hook brings. And it's just refreshing, I guess, to an extent.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right, fair
I
enough.
agree with you. I like it. I'm just surprised that he's as over as he is. And I don't think
Millennial appeal, I guess, too.
That's what I'm saying with the kids. Yeah, I think it's that appeal.
Which is great.
That-
You got to have longevity in business. That's why they're putting young guys over all as much as they can, while still trying to please the Bryan Danielsons and the CM Punks. It's a hard balance, but I think AEW does it pretty well for the most part.
Well, let's talk about CM Punk. I really hope he loses. I never liked him. I always disliked him.
All right,
And
I had a good time on this show, but now I got line to rehearse.
Sit your ass down. Sit.
Maybe I'll be back for SummerSlam and we'll mark out. All right, now.
And Eric is in the house. Hey, Eric, how are you? No, seriously, I Hangman Page, man, he's just too cool.
He's not gonna win.
Huh?
He's not gonna win.
Yeah, who? Punk or Page?
Page. That's it.
Yeah. Well, Joe McDonald comes in. Joe says, I guess with the new spectacles, Jack, I could see this as,
okay, all right,
they'll put the belt on Punk and then have him in a program with Cole. Oh, for sure. I would love to see Adam Cole with the belt. Oh, and Travis, again, the look on his face. What do you think? Come on, brother. What do you think about that?
I agree with Joe. I like that. I think, Cole is going to win the Owen Hart tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, and then go against Punk. I think that's the inevitable. That's the push we want. And then you can have CM Punk versus Nick Jackson. CM Punk versus Bobby Fish, because now he's gonna have to get through the Undisputed Elite in order to get to Cole. So it's pretty cool. I like that. I like moves switching to that.
So you guys are both predicting a CM Punk victory, and then of course an Adam Cole victory in
What do
the
you
Owen
predict?
Hart tournament. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't really.
I'm not predicting a CM Punk victory. I want Cole.
I don't care about Hangman Adam Page either. I mean, I think he's a really good wrestler. I like him, but I don't feel like him versus CM Punk's like a big marquee world title main event. I think it's a good match, and I'm looking forward to it. It just for me doesn't fit the spot that it's in. Eric Hunting says Punk versus returning Omega.
He had a setback.
Yeah, that's going to be a while. It looks like. So there's 3 women's matches on this show too.
Can I add something about Paige though? Sorry.
Yeah.
So Paige gets analyzed to death on the internet, but when you're in the arena, no one's over more than Hangman Page though.
Yep.
You know what
I know.
So it's like, it's not a marquee match. Yeah, to us online, but when you're in Vegas and it's CM Punk against Hangman Page, it's gonna feel like Bret Hart versus Stone Cold or something. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, it's gonna feel like a big match.
It's when he
in person.
Yeah, and when Page comes out in a crowd, it's deafening. I mean, he came out. I seen Page twice. And both times he came out just to have words with Cole, and it was deafening. The second that music hit, he hit the ring. It was just like, boom. And that just wasn't me screaming. I was cheering for both Adams because I'm a huge Adam Cole fan. But it was just deafening when Page came out. It's just insane.
I'm going to keep showing toys because that's what I do. But this is the Chase camera.
Oh, nice.
So, what's cool is it's Adam Cole. It could be AEW.
Baby.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be either. It works with everyone, but
that's a great figure. Wow,
it
nice
is.
one.
Yeah, you got to order 7 from Amazon and then return the other 6 that aren't the Chase.
Nah.
That's my tip. I'll probably get sued now, but that's all right.
That'll be fun. Lewis will bail you out of that.
Coming after me.
Yeah, Joe McDonald, you know it. So we got 3 women's matches. Jade Cargill defending against Anna Jay in the TBS title match. Mm-hmm. I don't see how that can't be good. And I know, ironically, Jada Cargill is wearing green a lot, but despite her being green in the ring, I think she's got some opponents who really help balance her and get her through.
Yep.
To have some strong matches. Thunder Rosa defending against Serena Deeb. How can that not be great? Really?
Oh, I think that's gonna be a banger. To be honest with you.
Yeah, there's no way it can't be. And then what's our third match? We've got the Owen Hart finals, right? So I don't
It's
even know.
Chris against
Chris Statlander.
Travis. Who's she wrestling?
Is it
It's
Tony
not-
Storm?
Ooh, good choice. I think it is. Oh, it's not Ruby Riott?
Maybe it is
Riott
Ruby.
versus Tony Storm?
Yeah, maybe it is.
I thought you were going to have the card in front of you, Jack.
Well, I don't think that's determined. I don't think it's determined.
There you go. There you go. Joe McDonald.
So Joe McDonald.
No, hold on.
No. Yeah, Chris Ruby and Britt.
Okay, it's not determined.
There you go.
So there you go, Travis. You're a man of my word.
But have a joke. Go ahead. So yeah,
Yeah.
we don't know yet. We'll know tomorrow night.
So
And my son is here. Here you go, Uncle Jack.
Chris versus
Ruby, and
Yeah,
the same thing as Joe McDonald. There you
Yeah.
go. Thanks, kid.
Yeah. So Chris versus Tony, or Chris versus Ruby. We're either way.
It's going to be good either way. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
complain.
it'll be good. Yeah.
No, you can't. I mean,
No, all three women's matches look excellent. Yeah, I'm
So
excited.
has MJF versus Wardlow been made official? Because there's no way
It's a
that can't
cage.
happen, right?
Cage match, right?
yeah, it is a cage match.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that I mean, how can that not be good? We're going to have a payoff. Trios match again, which, by the way, I'd really like to see the trios titles introduced soon. Death Triangle versus House of Black. Travis, you're already talking about the House of Black guys appearing at the West Coast PWG, but we're going to be looking at the Lucha Brothers and Pac. So that's going to be killer. I can't wait for that. Young Bucks against the Hardys. I would have loved it 10 years ago, but I'm hoping it's a good match anyway. We'll see.
They had some great matches in Ring of Honor and Impact. They did a 1-for-1. It was probably 5 years ago. I want to say 2017, 2018, but yeah.
Before they came to WWE, right?
Yeah, those guys are. Yeah, it was right before. Remember, they had those matches, and then they came back to WWE.
Right.
I think they just, the four smart guys in the ring. They know how to work, and yeah, despite limitations from the Hardys with their age, the Young Bucks carry people all the time. And I know everyone spot monkeys and all this stuff, but those guys are brilliant. They can adapt to any match that you want to have, and they're probably gonna have a Hardys match, or they're gonna be they're gonna have no high spots, which would be crazy. Young Bucks just doing like FTR style just to troll people. Like Young Bucks will come up with something creative with their opponents before every match, and that's an underrated aspect of Nick and Chris. So Nick and Matt. Yeah.
No, I totally agree. I think that Joe McDonald was saying the cage match is on Wednesday, and then Marcy was saying that MJF is a special referee for that match. So that's
Neil confirmed it.
Yeah. So the Blackpool Combat Club is, I guess it's not Wheeler Yuta, although I imagine we'll see him at some point in that match. But it's Bryan Danielson, Mox, Santana Ortiz, and Eddie Kingston on one side versus the Chris Jericho Appreciation Society on the other side. So it's Jericho, Hager, Daniel Garcia, another PWG guy, and then what are they calling them? The
2.0.
Matt Menard.
They changed their names, right?
Yeah, and Angelo Pauser, is that his name? I can't keep their names
You're
straight.
using their real names now.
Yeah, right. It doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, so we're going to have that 10-man, then the Jurassic Express defend the tag titles against Team Taz and against Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland, which will be outrageous.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah.
I can't even believe that's happening. Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing. Yeah. And then we already talked about the men's Owen Hart tournament where we think Adam Cole is going to come out on top. And again, I think it hasn't been fully determined because it could be Kyle O'Reilly or it could be Samoa Joe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Neil says a very, 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 very stacked card. You're so right, Neil.
This is the best card they've ever put together.
Yeah, I think so. I'm grateful that it's on a night where you don't have to work the next day.
Yeah.
Right. With Memorial Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's like as an actor because I don't work any days. So
I know.
Home
because you suck.
No, no, I like when I don't work. I'm buying toys and being depressed. Yeah, Yuta's at the Super Juniors. And
right on.
In Japan.
All right, and Joe McDonald comes back and says, do we get the Casino Battle Royal this year? No, I don't think so.
Weren't they going to do it kind of like what WWE was doing and do it on Friday, or no? They're just not doing it at all?
I don't know.
Rampage.
We'll find out. If they do it, I think so. Wait a minute. I think Dynamite is live this Friday because of the basketball too, isn't it?
You mean Rampage?
No, Rampage. Never mind. Yes.
I think. Well, they may both be live because they're going to be in Vegas for both. So
yeah, I think
live.
so. I
Right,
think so. I think it's earlier too.
So the next 2 weeks, AEW will be live. I know that for sure because I'm going Wednesday, June 1st. It's going to be at the Forum where the Lakers used to play back in the old days. And then Friday, they're doing a special show. I think the Bucks had control of that because it's in Ontario, California, which is kind of near Rancho Cucamonga, where they're from. So they're doing a live Rampage there. But I'll be there Wednesday. Yeah, so I'll follow up with you guys and let you know what I thought.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, please.
It's the first set of AEW shows in California because of the pandemic. So, yeah, should be interesting.
Fantastic. How could it not be great? Really? I mean, at this point, I hate to say, I don't think AEW can do too much wrong right now. There's so much great stuff happening.
Well, I said it last week, and I know we're coming up on the 5-minute mark, and we got to cut for our TV time. I've been to 2 WWE shows live TV tapings this year, and I've been to 2 AEW TV tapings.
I was just going to ask that. You're brilliant.
Thank you. And the AEW shows just blew the WWE ones away.
No shit.
and well, no. Plus Tony Khan. I mean, the dude is like super. I mean, he comes out there and he thanks everybody. He thanks the guy sweeping the floor. He thanks Joe McDonald. We did 2 happy birthday Neil. We bought Neil tickets for his birthday. Tony Khan comes out and he just thanks everybody, and he doesn't care. He goes, I want to thank this guy. He just calls out random people. This is John. John sweeps the floor. Everybody give him a great big round of applause. And it's just incredible. And it's like, wow. It's just insane.
He's an awesome dude. I went to the one in Agganis Arena before COVID. That one at downtown near BU, Boston University. Yep. So that was fun. It was a vacation. I went home to Boston and was like, well, of course I'm going to go to Dynamite.
We went to that. We went to that one too at the college, but the recent one.
Yeah, I went. Yeah, this is the one from 20.
Yeah, no, we went to just the recent one,
October.
And they're going to be at the old Centrum, at the whatever.
DCU Center.
The DCU Center.
Wait, the Centrum that's Worcester?
Yeah, that's what they're going to be.
Royal Rumble. Yokozuna,
I know.
Lex Luger.
Yeah, right there. Joe McDonald says he got his seats for AEW in Worcester, and Rose and I bought Neil tickets for his birthday, so we will be going.
I'm going to try and do a double header that week and go see Beyond Wrestling on Wednesday night and go see AEW. Or no, sorry, let me flip that. AEW Wednesday, Beyond Thursday that week.
Nice, that's good.
Dude, we had to jump on the tickets quick. I mean, it was bad. So yeah, we had to jump on. We had an option for 3 tickets, really good seats, and we just took them quick for Neil. So nice. and the boy jumps back in. He's watching his Uncle Jack show. He says absolutely cannot wait. Yeah, so we had 3 tickets were available. Do you want them? I said yeah. There you go. I'll take them.
Very good, very good, Louis. Way to get your tickets.
Yes.
And Joe got them on pre-sale. All right. Well, look, everybody got their AEW tickets. I'm showing up the day of and hoping for the best. So how about that?
Yeah, we got Joe. We got ours on. They went on sale on a Thursday. Got them on a Wednesday morning. That's when I got my 3 tickets. A fairy godfather gave me a call and said, "Hey." I said, "Yes, absolutely. I'll take them. Thank you." Yes.
Job well done. Job well done.
Thank you.
All right.
And Marcy's even going. Look at that.
All right.
Jack,
Marcy.
You're the odd man out.
Well, not for long. I told
even
you.
Travis is going to come back home for the weekend and hang out with me.
Well,
He's
good.
going
Travis
too.
can stand in line with me. We'll get tickets together.
Might be back home in September. I'll let you guys know.
Oh, all right.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We would love to get together to do something. We maybe go to a Blitzkrieg show, a Beyond show, a Pro Wrestling Grind show. There's an embarrassment of riches out here. We'll get you to one of them.
Awesome.
So Travis,
So much
we
fun.
really appreciate you making the time to see
Oh,
us. 'Cause
thank
we know
you.
you're a busy guy,
Yeah.
but we want to make sure we give you time to let our listeners know where they can find you.
Do I have
on
10
YouTube?
seconds?
Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
have-
Quickly.
Great. A Toy Kind of Mood at Trav Moody on Instagram, at Toy Kind of Mood on Twitter, at Toy Kind of Mood on Instagram, and then the show ends, I think, right now. Bye. No?
No. It didn't cut us off yet.
All right, cool. So, yeah. That's
Jack.
it. Add a Toy Kind of Mood on everything.
All right, Jack, where can everyone find your Patreon for some art?
All right, go to patreon.com, look up Jack Purcell, easy to spell. Look for me on there. Got some cool wrestling artwork, some new sketches, and a new project that I'm alluding to there. It's going to be really fun. Some pro wrestling, some comics, all the good stuff. You can find me at Jack Purcell Inc. INK, both on Facebook and on Instagram. And you can find us on Faces and Heels on Facebook, Faces and Heels Podcast on Instagram. And Lewis, tell them where they can find us on YouTube.
You can find us on the Angry Geek Show channel. You can find me every Monday night with that Wonder Woman, Jamie Dolan, as we stream live and on the YouTube channel, Facebook, and all over the internet. And you can find us on your local public access television station. I am Lewis.
This has been an Earplug Podcast presentation. Found on earplugpod-cast.com, iTunes, SoundCloud, and wherever your favorite podcasts are found.